Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about full yes or no questions and top 50 words, N400 Part 12, for US Citizenship Interview. This is an important video for anyone preparing to apply for US citizenship. We're going to be going over different types of questions that you may be asked during your citizenship interview, as well as the top 50 words you should know to have a successful interview. Make sure you watch this video to prepare for your US citizenship interview. Have you ever claimed to be a US citizen, in writing or any other way? Have you ever registered to vote in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? No. What does claim to be a U.S. citizen mean? To tell someone that you are a U.S. citizen. What does vote mean? To formally choose a candidate. Do you now have, or did you ever have, a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country? Have you ever been declared legally incompetent or been confined to a mental institution? No. What does legally incompetent mean? Having mental problems under law. What is a mental institution? A place for people with mental problems. Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes? Have you ever not filed a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful, permanent resident? No. What does owe taxes mean? To owe the government money. Have you called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident? No. What is a non-U.S. resident? A person who does not live in the U.S. Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States or in any other location in the world? No. If you answered yes, provide the information below. If you need extra space, attach the names of the other groups on additional sheets of paper and provide any evidence to support your answers. Have you ever been a member of or in any way associated, either directly or indirectly, with the Communist Party? Have you ever been a member of any totalitarian party? Have you ever been associated, either directly or indirectly, with a terrorist organization? No. Tell me, what is the Communist Party? A political party that supports communism, like Cuba or China. What is a totalitarian party? A political party in which all people have no power. What is a terrorist organization? An organization that uses violent action for political or religious purposes. Have you ever advocated, either directly or indirectly, the overthrow of any government by force or violence? Have you ever persecuted, either directly or indirectly, any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion? No. What does it mean to overthrow a government? To remove the government by using force. What does persecute mean? To hurt someone because of religion or political beliefs. Between March 23, 1933 and May 8, 1945, did you work for or associate in any way with the Nazi government of Germany? Did you work for or associate in any way, either directly or indirectly, with any government in any area occupied by, allied with, or established with the help of the Nazi government of Germany? No. Between March 23, 1933 and May 8, 1945, did you work for any German, Nazi, or SS military unit, paramilitary unit, self-defense unit, vigilante unit, citizen unit, police unit, government agency or office, extermination camp, concentration camp, prisoner of war camp, prison, labor camp, or transit camp? No. Were you ever involved in any way with genocide? Were you ever involved in any torture? Were you ever involved in any way with killing or trying to kill someone? No. How do you define genocide? Killing a group of people because of their religion or race. Do you understand the word torture? To cause great pain to someone. Were you ever involved in badly hurting or trying to hurt a person on purpose? Were you ever involved in forcing or trying to force someone to have any kind of sexual contact or relations? Were you ever involved in not letting someone practice his or her religion? No. What is forcing sexual contact or relations? Touching someone's private parts when he or she doesn't want it. What is religion? A belief in God or gods. Have you ever been a member of, or did you ever serve in, assist in, or otherwise participate in a military unit? Have you ever been a member of a paramilitary unit? Did you ever serve in, help, or otherwise participate in a police unit? No. What is a military unit? A group that works for a government to fight in a war. Were you ever involved in a self-defense unit? Did you ever participate in a vigilante unit? Have you ever been a member of a rebel group? No. What is a rebel group? A group that fights a government. Did you ever participate in a guerrilla group? Were you ever a member of a militia? Were you ever involved in any insurgent organization? No. What is an insurgent organization? A group that uses weapons and fights against a government. Were you ever a worker, volunteer, or soldier in a prison or jail? Did you ever serve in a prison camp? Have you ever worked in a detention facility? No. What is prison or jail? A place where prisoners are kept. Have you ever held any positions or served in a labor camp? Did you ever serve in any place where people were forced to stay? No. Were you ever part of any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person or threatened to do so? Did you ever sell, give, or provide weapons to any person, or help another person sell, give, or provide weapons to any person? Did you ever receive any type of military, paramilitary, or weapons training? No. What is a weapon? An object such as a knife, gun, or bomb. Did you ever recruit, or ask, enlist, or sign up, conscript, or require, or use any person under 15 years of age to serve in or help an armed force or group? Did you ever use any person under 15 years of age to do anything that helped or supported people in combat? No. Have you ever committed, assisted in committing, or attempted to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested? Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer, including any immigration official or any official of the U.S. Armed Forces, for any reason? No. What does commit mean? To do something wrong or illegal. Define arrested for me, please. Handcuffed by the police. What does to be cited mean? Given a ticket by police. What does to be detained mean? Held in custody by police. Have you ever been charged with committing, attempting to commit, or assisting in committing a crime or offense? Have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense? No. Can you tell me what a crime is? An action that breaks the law. What is an offense? It is an illegal act. What does to be convicted mean? To be found guilty of a crime under the law. Have you ever been placed in an alternative sentencing or a rehabilitative program? For example, diversion, deferred prosecution, withheld adjudication, deferred adjudication. No. What is an alternative sentencing? A different way to punish someone instead of going to jail. What is a rehabilitative program? A program to help someone restore to health. Have you ever received a suspended sentence, been placed on probation, or been paroled? No. Do you know what a suspended sentence is? Delaying a sentence. Have you ever been in jail or prison? No. If you answer yes, officer asks, how long were you in jail or prison? Sample answer, about 5 months. Have you ever been a habitual drunkard? Have you ever been a prostitute or procured anyone for prostitution? Have you ever sold or smuggled controlled substances, illegal drugs, or narcotics? No. What is a habitual drunkard? Someone who drinks too much alcohol regularly. What is a prostitute? Someone who has sex with another person for money. What does procure mean? To find a prostitute for somebody. What does smuggle mean? To take things to or from a country illegally. Have you ever been married to more than one person at the same time? Have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit? Have you ever helped anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally? No. What is an immigration benefit? Things like a visa, green card, or citizenship. Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling? Have you ever failed to support your dependents or to pay alimony? Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States? No. Tell me what illegal gambling means. To play a game for money is not allowed under the law. How do you define misrepresentation? The act of giving false information about something or someone. What is a public benefit? Welfare, like food stamps, housing, education, health care. Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading? No. What is fraudulent? To be dishonest or intending to deceive. What does mislead mean? To cause a person to believe something that is not true. Have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain entry or admission into the United States, or to gain immigration benefits while in the United States? No. What does lie mean? To say things that are not true. Have you ever been removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? Have you ever been ordered removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? Have you ever been placed in removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings? No. What does to be deported mean? To force a person to leave a country. Do you understand what rescission is? To take back a decision. What is deportation proceeding? The legal process for removing or deporting a person. Are removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings, including administratively closed proceedings, currently pending against you? No. Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces? Are you currently a member of the U.S. Armed Forces? No. Have you ever been court-martialed, administratively separated, or disciplined? Or have you received an other than honorable discharge while in the U.S. Armed Forces? No. Have you ever been discharged from training or service in the U.S. Armed Forces because you were an alien? No. Have you ever left the United States to avoid being drafted in the U.S. Armed Forces? Have you ever applied for any kind of exemption from military service in the U.S. Armed Forces? Have you ever deserted from the U.S. Armed Forces? No. Are you a male who lived in the United States at any time between your 18th and 26th birthdays? Yes or no? Answer is yes, officer asks. Did you register for the Selective Service? Yes or no? It depends on your situation. Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States? Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States? Yes, I do. What is the Constitution? It's the supreme law of the land. What is the oath of allegiance to the United States? A promise to be loyal to the United States. Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States? If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States? Yes. What does bear arms mean? To own or use a gun to fight. If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces? Did you register for the Selective Service? Yes. What are non-combatant services? Services that do not involve combat or hiding. Do you know what work of national importance is? Tasks that are important to a nation during a crisis. What is a civilian direction? A direction from a person who is not in the military. Thank you for watching. Good luck and goodbye.